Ooh.
And we're back.
Hello.
With hopefully the final time. We just got a couple more things to wrap up. One last star to get, and then final boss, and some fun bonus stuff we'll be looking at.
But you announced a couple hours. I prepared all this food. Just kidding, I didn't. Because I'm stupid. Alright, what did we do last week?
Last time we discovered Monster Town and all the cutie monsters there, and we also got another star and saved Mallow's family, and he found out he's a prince, and we got the best item in the game.
Perfect. Can I ask you a question?
Let's take a look at that real quick.
Okay.
So, as I showed off last time, it's the Lazy Shell. It can be equipped to any member, but we're giving it to Peach, because she is our healer. Her defense goes from 62 to 174, so... It also has the added perk of blocking pretty much any status effect. And for Mario, he got the Lazy Shell item. His attack goes from 156 to 196, so it's basically his best weapon.
Me.
And now we are going to the volcano.
Alright, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Why is your second alias on Discord Bulldozer 821?
See our video, carball shitposting, and then pretend like that YouTube link thing pops up in the top right corner. Yep. I wonder if it knows, like, if there's some sort of a special AI for rich people.
You're giving the AI too much credit. 1 second. I'll get it for the chat. Here's the entire... Well, not the entire saga, it's the first part of it. Ooh. AI is the future. And now AI is pretty dumb.
Tell us about the many ways people give AI too much credit.
They just do.
Just nothing's true.
The thing about AI is you have two different ways of producing an AI, and that would either be neural network or hard coding all the possible cases. What people currently do, for example, in self-driving cars, there's an AI inside that is covering basically every case and asking all the senses, every question it could possibly ask 1 billion times per second.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on that, it acts in certain ways. If we would put a neural network AI into a self-driving car, well, it'd be expensive.
Yeah, the volcano's basically hell. Oops, I should have gone back for an item, or to see if I can get it yet. I'm actually going to do that after this battle, unless I just forget immediately.
Neural networks in general aren't recommended for autonomous cars because the nature of self-driving cars is it already needs to know some stuff, and a neural network basically starts at 0 and then starts learning from there.
Just crash into every person on Earth, and then it'll know not to.
Yes, for the second generation.
The perfect system.
I've watched too many AI videos lately from Cold Bullet. It's pretty great. near automobile.
Yeah, so the fights here can be a bit lengthy, depending on what combination of enemies you get. We got one of the longer ones. Those rock enemies are always a pain. But I think this is the last place we'll see them.
And Charm.
Nah. Okay, let's get out of here real quick. We can go straight back here, so it's no big deal. I'm going to check if we can get an item for Peach.
Yay! Who's your favorite Mario character, and why is it Toadette?
Toadette is great.
I'm expecting a butt.
Nope, she's perfect. No flaws.
Good.
Aw, not yet. Probably after the volcano then.
I would like you to read every Toad speech bubble, please. In Toad's voice.
Can it be like the Nintendo 64 Toad voice where he's like Southern for some reason?
Sure. Mario!
In like Mario Kart and Mario Party 1 and 2, he's just like, "Howdy, Mario!" It's great.
I did not know that. Because in the German version, he only says names and the occasional woohoo.
He just sounds like you.
Yes. Wait, is that a good thing? So, ever since the last time we streamed, I think it was 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, it was the weekend before last.
Great. I started to follow the Kids Write Jokes channel you told me about on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Tell us your favorite joke.
Oh, the favorite one still hasn't changed. It's the one from last week with when does a rat stink the most?
That's a very good joke.
No, Mata actually didn't strangle me yet because she was really busy this week and couldn't hear any of my dad jokes. A great one is how do dogs live?
How do dogs
By eating
live?
food.
Not wrong.
What did the fox say to the chicken in the restaurant?
What?
I am sorry, we don't serve seeds, only chickens.
What?
I also don't really... I don't understand most of them.
You had to be there.
Yeah. Okay, time to read some chat. Greetings from Germany.
Oops. So yeah, this place also has a mechanic. If you fall in the lava, you'll actually get sent back, and I think you'll lose a hit point or two. But it's no big deal. This is the worst room for isometric stuff.
Yes, it reminds me of the jumping puzzles on that stock.
Let's reset these, enemies. This is really good. Really good! There we go. And like
How
I
much
said,
did you love?
oops.
Okay.
Every enemy is pretty annoying to fight here, so we're gonna skip most of them. Go on.
Okay, how much did you love the Nintendo Direct?
They announced Rune Factory 4, so a lot. Like, it could have just been that, and I would have been super happy. But they also announced Mario Maker 2 and other stuff. That was good.
A Platinum game.
Yeah, new Platinum game.
I'm really looking forward to that one. I also started playing Tetris 99.
Me too. It's really fun.
Yes, it is.
What's your
the very first? Yes.
What's your top score so far?
I haven't checked. I think I only played like 4 or 5 matches, and the highest I've gotten so far was 12.
Nice.
Before I got utterly destroyed. Playing it on the TV screen, and my controller seems to be a little worn out because every time I press left and right on the D-pad, it sometimes just so happens that it also presses instant drop. I should just put instant drop on a different button, I guess.
I'm curious to see like what they're planning with that game, because I don't know if they're like going to be adding stuff to it at some point, or if this is just what we get.
Maybe they'll just add Puyo Puyo. That would be neat. I still haven't finished the story mode of Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Me neither.
Because it gets really hard.
I can't get Puyo. I'm not good at it. Tetris, sure, but Puyo's rocket science, basically.
Yeah. A friend of mine is really good at Puyo, but sucks really, really badly at Tetris. And if you play the online mode of Puyo Puyo Tetris, Tetris is clearly above Puyo. Because it's just so much faster to rack up Tetrises than it is to rack up Puyo chains. If you get a really sick Puyo chain, by that time the opponent already crushed you.
Pretty much. That's how it is with Eevee. She's really good at Puyo, and I'm really good at Tetris. So if we do mixed mode, it just becomes a race of who can survive the longest in the mode that they're bad at. So yeah, we haven't seen it very much yet, but Mario's attack can get super stupid powerful, and can we avoid this one? Yes, we can. Oh, shoot. I guess we can't. And Peach can barely be injured, but we really haven't seen anyone actually attack her yet, so hopefully we'll see that soon.
Actually, the lazy shell just make every enemy avoid her. Have you ever heard of the game Prismata? And this also goes out to the chat.
What was it?
Prismata.
I don't think so.
It was a Kickstarter game, and I think it started in 2012. I don't really know. It's basically... if you enjoy card games, like Magic, or but you don't like the trading card aspect of it,
Oh, that sounds pretty
and also like StarCraft, it's really freaking amazing. I've been sucked into it for the entire last week while I was studying for exams with my pastime.
Is it strictly a card game, or is there like a story around it too?
There is a campaign mode. You can play the first chapter for free. You can play the entire general game for free, and the campaign mode was just added onto it later on. But the entire campaign is $20. But it's basically just different scenarios, and you have different cards, and every game just starts out. Every normal game where there's a human opponent or bot opponent just starts you out with an engineer and a couple drones, and drones give you money, engineers give you electricity, and then you have to get different resources to build different units. it's amazingly deep for a card game. It will teach you to get good at math, at least. Mental math, that is.
Alright, and here we have a shop and a hotel. And I forget what our item situation is, so I'm gonna look at that for a minute.
No, Beepist, you should just check out freaking Prismata, because it's really dang good. Oh right, I wanted to check something on Twitter. Twitter search, summoning Sol. Okay.
Oh yeah, wasn't he supposed to be putting out a video soon?
He said, new video coming soon. Sorry it's been so long, but these half-hour long videos take a while to make. That was on February 10th.
And we have the R-Ring up here, and I think this is supposed to be Captain Falcon's ship. In the middle.
Oh, just click the link. I guess I have to activate the live chat. See that. What link? Who posted the link? I'm so confused.
Oh wait, wrong one.
I wonder what it's going to be about, though. The summoning salt video that is. No, no context boomer, okay?
That should do it. How is the pick-me-up situation? Good enough.
I am very confused. Yes, we can land on the sun.
And that's pretty much the midpoint of this level, so we're almost done already.
I don't understand, Thor.
Does he think he's posting a link?
Well, yeah, he posted a link.
Oh.
But I just don't get the content of the link. Oh, by the way, new Freeman's Mind video. I still have to watch episode 8 though, because I actually have to watch episodes 1 through 7.
Mm-hmm.
Because... I already forgot what happened.
It was a good one. He's still in the river section, so it's a bit slow.
Good.
I was hoping he would find some way to skip it, most of it, like he did with the original Freeman's Mind, where he skips pretty big sections.
The link is twitter.com/nocontextboomer. Yep. But you will not suddenly see it, somebody has to post again, I think. Oh no! I was wrong. I just didn't see it earlier. No, I switched it to live chat again. I just forgot at the very beginning of the stream. Oh, did you hear that YouTube is trying to get rid of the dislike button?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Why? I mean, it's already kind of useless, but...
To purge negativity from YouTube, I guess? Because that surely will happen next. They come for the comment section.
Just delete everyone from YouTube.
YouTube is weird.
So yeah, as you saw, the boss
Somebody
attack
just figured out that the dislike button still works on the video. It went from 1 like to 1 dislike.
Nice.
Okay, tell me about the fight.
So, as we saw, Peach got attacked twice at one point, and she got 1 HP damage each time. Versus everyone else who just died.
That's so disgusting.
It's amazing. I actually thought about just playing through without getting the lazy shell, but why would I do that?
Theory. If you want to do, if we wanted to do that, you should have let me play because I wouldn't have figured out how to get the lazy shell on my first playthrough. Nintendo Power. Get the power. Deepest says, I can't believe Bleep is finally going to play the red GameCube. Are you going to? Did he pester you enough with it?
No, not yet.
Oh, by the way, I checked out the demo on, what's it called? Dragon X Machina? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be really great, it just doesn't capture my attention long enough.
People seem to be generally meh about it. It reminds me of that one N64 game that you're a bunch of like futuristic tanks that's only kind of okay, because it's just like a slow third-person shooter.
Well, it's not so slow, it's rather that it really... the controls are really awkward. It's a game you better play on the TV screen than handheld mode, which is taking away one of the strengths of the Switch. Dragon X Machina 4. The demo got released the other day. Oh, Demon X Machina, sorry. Damon? I don't know.
It's a Japanese title, who cares?
Yeah. What's the name of that one Castlevania game? It ends with Rondo of Blood, I think.
It's like Dracula X, Rondo of Blood or something.
Devil's Castlevania, Dracula X, Rondo of Blood. Wait, Dracula X, Rondo of Blood. I want to see the full name. Yeah, it's Castlevania Dracula X Rondo of Blood. It's so strange.
Yeah, and that was Blast, which is one of the strongest magic attacks in the game, and it still does one. It's great. This is phase 2 of the fight, it's just like phase 1, except he's got super low defense, but his attacks hit harder.
Boop. Mario hits so hard.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
Well,
Especially on low defense enemies.
If you... does the lazy shell also lower your attack? I know it lowers your magical attack, but I don't know if it lowers the physical attack too.
I think there's something weird about it where it'll like hit within a large range of attack of a potential attack, but it still raises your attack significantly.
No, I mean the armor item.
Oh, I don't know how it affects your other stats.
It lowers your speed by 50, your attack by 50, and your magical attack by 50, but raises your defense and magic defense by 127.
Amazing.
Hey, you can sell it for 111. And the lazy shell raises your attack by 90.
And we got the last star. Wait a minute.
Psych! So... these guys are the discount Power Rangers, right?
Yep. They're Power Rangers dressed as Digibro.
Great. As who?
Digibro?
Never heard that.
Do you want to learn about Digibro again?
Oh, right. I think you told me about him before.
Yep.
I already removed it from my mind. Let me check again. Did you? Oh, right. Oh, right. He's the super weeb, right?
Yep. So it looks like you can catch up with these guys, but you never actually can. Even if you end up touching them somehow, they don't have a hitbox or anything to start a battle.
Yes, you came at the perfect time. Oh, God. Do you know OmniGamer?
I do not.
He's a guy that's often at the GDQs, and he's releasing a book called Speedrun Science. And he basically first starts to explain a little bit about the history of speedrunning, how it started out, how it developed over the years, and how you go into learning how to speedrun a game. And it's really nice to look at, and I really want to read it once it gets out.
So their dialogue is pretty hilarious. It's like anti-Power Rangers dialogue, basically. And yeah, they're all individual enemies with their own perks. The pink one's healing, this one throws bombs, this one's balanced, this one has heavy attack, and this one does a ton of magic. So we'll be checking out the pink one and the green one first.
I almost expected you to one-shot the pink one.
It doesn't take long.
Can I lock that book in your chat?
Of course.
Alright, here we go. Pre-orders are open, $32.
And this fight's annoying because obviously they'd take 5 turns and you only get 3. And there she goes. What was that, about 3 or 4 hits?
Ah, yeah. The 90s were being sexist was still okay. Somebody just tweeted, all of your iPhone users making fun of people tweeting from Androids. Wish you could be on my fucking level, and he sent the message from Gucci Smart Toilet.
Isn't there a website that you can like customize your tweet from thing? Or does
Probably.
that not work anymore? I knew that existed at one point.
Your chat is getting loot already.
Hmm?
Your chat is already getting loot.
Good. And there goes the green one. And once you take out 2, the red one will raise its attack power. But it's not a very big deal. The yellow one has increased attack power, but she's easy to dodge, so it doesn't really matter that much either. Nothing matters anymore, we're all good. We have the lazy shell on Peach.
Yeah.
There's about 2 fights left that could potentially kill us. And this isn't one of them.
But how? Peach is basically invulnerable.
There are a couple attacks in the game that can still cause her huge damage or kill her instantly, so there's a potential, but it's pretty unlikely. We'll have to get super unlucky. And also everyone else will have to get taken out too. And now we're down to 2.
Give me a second, I'll be right back.
Okay. And this fight does have another phase, but we'll be seeing that here very shortly. It's an annoying one, but it should be over pretty fast. And you don't actually have to take out all 5, so once you get 4... Oh, you do. Never mind. I think you can only take up 4 if you leave the red one. I'm not sure. But there's only one more, either way, so it's all good. And she's annoying and has a ton of health. I'm gonna check my... Yeah, we're still good. Or not health, but defense. Give Mario some therapy.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. We're down to 1. But there's another phase after this.
I see the face behind them.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Should have checked Bowser's HP. Oh well. Another hilariously overpowered thing that you can do is, there is a item that will cut your flower point usage in half, so... That just doubles...
That's disgusting.
Yep. That just doubles Peach's ability to revive everyone, no matter what.
I guess this game just wasn't meant to be hard.
It's pretty out of the way, so... Like, I'm not even gonna bother getting it.
Is
Basically, the way it's balanced with the frog coins is there's only so many in the game, and beyond that you have to, like, really go out of your way and grind for them, and so you basically have the choice to get one really good item in the game, and I got the EXP doubler, but you could have gotten the flower point one instead.
Is there a super secret boss?
Yes, there is.
Are you going for it?
Yep, we'll be doing that next, probably.
Nice. And I guess that's the one thing that could possibly still kill you?
Mm-hmm.
One of the 2 things? Alright.
I guess there's technically 3, and I guess we can go for that one too. There's another optional boss.
You literally dealt 0 damage to Peach.
Mm-hmm.
Did she lose 3 HP over the course of the entire fight? Or...
Maybe about 10.
Like, her HP is at 124 out of 127. But I guess you got healed while I was gone.
Mm-hmm. I still have the spell that heals everyone, so I've used that quite a few times. There we go. I feel like Bowser's super underleveled or something, but that's fine. Alright, here's phase 2. The gimmick of this one is he has a really strong attack that takes a ton of HP out of everyone, and also causes fear. Yeah, not Peach. Never Peach. So we just have to, and it takes a few turns to charge it, so we just have to kind of survive and heal between every time it happens.
Wow, 1 shot on Bowser.
Yep. And we'll just immediately undo that. And luckily it missed Mario, so don't even have to worry about that.
Let's check if there's a specific... if he has anything else going for himself. Enemies! What's the name of the head?
Axon Rangers. This is the collective name, I guess.
He boosts a 999 HP.
We're taking over 100 each turn, so it's not too big of a deal. So, did I send you the Earthbound randomizer?
You did send it to me, but I haven't played enough Earthbound this year to even try it.
It looks so fun. I tried a little bit of it with the random seed. I might end up having to stream that just to show off the funny things you can do.
Did you immediately get the Sword of Kings?
No, I did find the Casey bat like 3 rooms in though.
Okay. Hello, Martha.
Hello.
I will read out the quotes from the different enemies here that you would get from what's it called?
Psychopath.
Yeah. Axon Black just says your timing stinks. Axon Green says, "Are we done here?" Axon Pink, red, wrong position. Red says, "I'm all of thumbs today," and yellow says, "We're looking good."
And that's that.
Easy.
An entire 17 experience.
Wait,
seizure
really?
warning.
The shrine is wrong. It says that the rangers give 50 experience.
It lies. Oh yeah, this is the cutscene coming up that I told Marta she would like if she liked the clouds in Nimbus Land. Oops.
Oh,
Don't need the menu.
this music has a little Kirby feeling to it.
It does. I would love Yoko to work on a Kirby game. It would be perfect.
Make your phone work on a Kirby game. Okay.
Kirby just screams.
Anata Daiteo. Wasn't there an... Oh, you know about backmasking, right?
Probably.
It's hidden messages in songs if you play them backwards.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's a guy who popularized it on the internet. He's called Jeff Milner, and he was the first one who actually wrote a program to play some songs backwards, and his list is Stairway to Heaven, Imagine, I'm So Tired, My Name Is, The Pokemon Rap, Empty Spaces, Baby One More Time, Natural Trail to Hell, Another One Bites the Dust, Hotel California, Revolution 9. Revolution 9 is great, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how the song starts, right?
Uh-huh.
Just
Number 9.
Exactly. Number 9. And if you play it backwards, it says, "Turn me on, Deadman. Turn me on, Deadman." It's great. And there's also one from Yoko Ono. And if you play it backwards, you apparently understand "I Shot John Lennon." Which just isn't correct. Oh, another one bites dust backwards. It's fun to smoke marijuana. That one is great.
Okay, good. We have a good amount of money, and I'm sure we have items to sell too. So, before we take the bus, the royal bus rather, we'll be going after that secret. And for that, we need 500 coins, and we have over 600.
Yay!
Oh yeah, we have one more place to visit here first. If we go back to the house in the back corner... Dun dun dun. And he gives us a signal ring, so if we have that equipped, it'll actually give out a ringing sound when we're near a hidden treasure chest. However, this is so late in the game and there are missable treasure chests, so it doesn't really even matter all that much. Alright, so let's go straight to the item we need.
Is Square actually still doing the permanently missable thing?
I haven't played many Square games in a while, but the few I have, it doesn't seem to have that anymore.
Because back in the day they went rampant on this one.
Yep, it was awful.
All in the name of replayability.
There it is. So that was the last item we can get from this dude. I think it's the best weapon for Peach. So she goes, her attack basically doubles.
she's invincible and deals damage. That's amazing.
Compared to Bowser, who is 151, so she's not that strong, but still significantly better than she was. And now we need to sell stuff because we don't have enough coins anymore.
To be fair, her attack is also lowered by 50 because of the lazy shell, so she would be at 151 as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Lavender Town creepypasta is stupid.
Yeah, so as you can see, we basically never need to worry about money because of all these items we have we can sell.
Marta says that the Lavender Town theme was her favorite music from Pokemon. And Marta is freaking weird.
I actually never found that theme creepy, and I just kind of liked it. So she wants a shiny stone, which she needs a firework for. Fortunately, the firework guy is right here.
Yay! Why didn't you get it?
The catch is they're very expensive. But it's fine. I believe it's the most expensive item in the game, actually. And now we have the shiny stone.
What does it do though?
It's just a pretty stone.
Didn't you say it was worth it?
It's weird that half the shops don't sell pick-me-ups or anything, but I think we should be good on items. Got some syrups, pick-me-ups.
Row, 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 row.
The dog is very happy with my item situation.
Row, row.
And now we're going back to Monster Town.
Hey Bleep, are you excited? Because of slopes in Mario Maker?
Yes, very. Those are going to be abused so hard, and it's going to be amazing.
Yes. We're gonna clip through all the levels.
Alright, so you may remember that one place in Monster Town that we couldn't go to before. The Plenty even comments on it.
Uh-huh.
And he's talking about a crystal, and we just happened to pick up a shiny thing, so let's try talking to the door now. We did it. The seal has been broken. Let's just save real fast.
Yay. If you're gonna save, it's going to hurt, right?
Mm-hmm. There's no, like, random chance of it failing or anything, it just opens.
Greetings. I am a cameo thing. I forgot what it's called. Oh! I shouldn't do things when I'm tired. Oh, I'm just gonna get comfy.
Yeah, this is the longest fight in the entire game, so everyone grab a snack.
Buckle up.
Yep. And while this isn't anything from any specific Final Fantasy game, the music is from Final Fantasy IV at least.
Yes.
So yeah, his gimmick is he's pretty strong, and his name is Chaotix. He's pretty strong, and he's got 5 elemental crystals, and they all do really powerful attacks, and they're all really annoying, so we're gonna work on taking them out first. I think the wind crystal is the one we want to take out first.
Do you want information on it?
Sure, go ahead.
I just need to read the legend again. Okay, he boasts full 1096 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he's giving 600 experience points, but I don't think that's correct. He is strong against ice, fear, poison, sleep, and mute. And I could tell you what all the skills, are he has.
Go ahead.
They are Shredder, Meteor Blast, Flamestone, and Darkstar.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, purely elemental attacks tend to not hurt Peach at all, so there's that too.
Great. The enemy just uses flame ball. Peach just standing there, not caring at all. Who's the wall now? Yeah, that's just solo him with Peach. I mean,
Probably could.
She has a frying pan now.
Alright, and there's Shredder, but I forget what it actually does. I think it just neutralizes any, like, stat boosts that you might have.
There are stat boosts? Wait. I can try to find it out, but don't count on it. Shredder destroys any defense or offense boosts. Yes.
Yep. I rarely use those, so it took me a long time to figure out what that actually did.
Yep, that's basically all he does. He has 3 offensive magic attacks and the neutralizer.
And what will probably happen is that this battle is going to go on so long that he's just going to run out of flower points himself. So he won't even be able to attack anymore.
Oh, he can attack physically?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Is there any stone you want to take out first?
I'm taking out the red one right now, just because. It doesn't matter all that much, I'm just trying to reduce the amount of attacks he has per turn. And that was one of the attacks that actually hurts Peach.
Wow. Wow!
So yeah, if I was insane and just completely ignored Peach from now on, she might actually die, but...
288.
And these are all endgame spells, by the way.
0. Well, to be fair, we are at the end game.
Yep. You can do this much earlier, and it's obviously much harder to do it that way.
Uh-huh. It's an actual challenge.
Mm-hmm. Or you can get the lazy shell.
Peach more than that harder.
Peach is just a shrug emoji right now.
What? By the way, I'm not paying enough. That's also a question to the chat, especially to Toll, because he knows more social media stuff than I do, I guess. Are reaction channels still a thing? A big one?
That's basically all what the big channels are doing right now, like even PewDiePie.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's awful.
Because it's so low effort.
And people still watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But why? 1 second, I need to take off my bandage I have on my knee.
Okay. He is not letting me get attacks in. That's not cool. There we go. Did I mention this battle was slow?
What would happen if you focused him down first?
I think that's actually the speedrun tactic, but I don't have some of the stuff you need for that.
Does he heal himself?
I don't think so.
I mean, he only has 4,000 HP.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I might as well switch over to him. Because, like I said, everything's going to run out of flower points anyway, so...
Mm-hmm. Yes, Shredder is from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I don't think it's a reference. I just really want a Persona 5 announcement for Switch. I'm just throwing it out there.
Everyone's expecting it at this point.
Yeah, I just hope they're right. let's look at my YouTube history. Can you solve Oxford's sliding ladder problem? So, okay. The sliding ladder problem, do you know it?
I don't.
It's a really simple problem. You have a ladder that is pushed against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's parallel to the wall. And you construct the middle point of the two ends of the ladder on the ladder. And then you're tracking it, depending on either the ladder falling over to the back, like the tip falls over and flat down onto the ground, or the ladder slides down the wall. And the question behind this is just, what shape does the trace of that middle point have?
Yes.
Correct. It's a quarter circle, by the way.
Tor says no.
He's incorrect.
Still have plenty of flower points.
Another one. Evil geometry problem. You have a triangle, a right triangle with a base of 10 and a height of 6, and you're supposed to calculate the area of the triangle. And usually it's just half times the base times the height, but that triangle with a base of 10 and a height of 6 doesn't even exist as a right triangle. So that's the evil part about it. Totally not clickbait in the title.
Tell me about clickbait in math YouTube.
There's actually just one... No, that's incorrect. Let me check how the number file is doing lately. No, number file is actually still good. They're still not clickbaity. Their videos are just not so great anymore. The highest clickbait is actually from a guy called Crash Tallwalker, because he's posting about the viral Facebook math problems and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he also uses clickbaity titles most of the time. But they're still interesting problems most of the time, except for the Facebook stuff that was going apeshit a couple of weeks ago. No, not weeks, months. Other than that, math YouTube is actually pretty great. Okay, Deepest just says, reminds me of the wooden airplane takeoff if it was on a conveyor belt that goes in the opposite direction with the same speed as the airplane on it. Right? You don't want an answer for that, right? Bleep, would it?
Tell us why it would. Coward.
Flat Earth.
And the attack you just said was the other attack that could potentially kill Peach, but it hit Mario instead, so we don't even have to worry about it.
Great.
Where's the curvature?
Don't get me started. Oh god. Evolution's a hoax. I also like it when flat earthers talk about globalism. You just disproved yourself, bitch! Aha! Yeah, globe cocks is probably my favorite insult.
I might actually get to attack this turn.
Yay! Like, among my list of favorite insults, Globecocks is right up there with Soy Boy. Soy Boy always cracks me up, and I don't know why. The Soy Boy is so great.
It is. Have you seen the H-Bomber video on it?
I have not. I haven't watched H-Bomber at all. I didn't know he existed until his event thing.
Mm-hmm. He's basically single-handedly why Soy Boy almost vanished from the internet overnight.
But why? Can you explain it to me? Can you sum it up for me? I don't even know what Soy Boy is all about. I think it's... studies show that consuming soy raises the estrogen level in males. And
yep, that was it.
Ah, okay, great.
And it also makes you a liberal for some reason.
Because all women are liberal.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, how did he make it disappear?
He actually bothered to go into the science of how estrogen how soy actually affects your body, and basically absolutely ruining one of the people who was promoting it the most. It's you kind of have to watch it to see how unbelievably hilarious the science, quote unquote, behind it was.
I remember seeing it being on the news in America.
And there it is, Monster FP gone, so it begins.
Yay!
Also, soy having estrogen in it has been a thing in weightlifting communities for a long time now. And I guess only recently the far right got a hold of it.
Great. Yes, Thor, please reveal the big twist. I remember the Flat Earth video you showed me of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't watch it to the end. I think I watched 2/3, 3/4, something around that corner, and I did not like it that much. Because he's basically he's just exposing the Flat Earth people and making a little bit of fun of them and saying, it's obviously so stupid, without actually explaining why it's stupid. That's why I just did not like that video very much. He's not going into anything specifically. Unless he does it in the final quarter of it.
It's not his best video. It's also kind of 6 months too late. The Soy Boy one is much more in-depth with the science, so I think you'll like that one. There's 3 of them.
Yes, Marta, this is a secret boss. Well, a super boss. I don't know how secret it is. I think you can figure it out.
It's as secret as a Mario game boss gets.
What is your favorite job from Final Fantasy? Well, we're already in Final Fantasy territory.
That's a good question.
And why is it Dancer?
Yeah, I think that's 2 Monster FP now. Let's see, favorites probably like, like any sort of Lancer or something like that. I like having a mix of strong attacks and cool skills.
Everybody likes jumping around the air.
Mm-hmm.
Tool says, but yeah, Julian, you know about Brain Force Plus, the product that InfoWars advertises and everybody, right? I do not, because I do not care about InfoWars. I'm currently doing a good job at just staying away from any alt-right bullshit on the internet. And I'm really happy about it. Like, I have space for some conspiracy theory, because it's fun. Oh, the pills contain soy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's manly soy.
Oh, even better. He says that there's soy in it, but it's okay because there's so much of another chemical in it to balance it out. That makes you manly. But it turns out that chemical is also derived from soy.
No, the chemical is just a couple of alt-right micro penises that they put in there for the extra manliness. We harvested every mother's basement we could find to bring you. Oh God. I am taking this pill every morning and it has changed my life.
See, 83 on Peach.
Do I have to update? Because I just said 0.
You might have missed it. It was a Dark Star attack.
Oh. Yeah, I probably missed it.
We still need to play 14. Sometime this week.
What deck have you been watching, Tor? I can't pronounce the last name, I'm sorry. Coughlin? Big Coughlin? Why is English so inconsistent? Oh, I can say dig as much as you want, Tor. Anyway, I don't know that guy. Didn't InfoWars get banned from YouTube?
Yep.
And Twitter and Facebook?
Yep. It's
How are they still spreading their bullshit?
They
On
still have their own
websites?
site. Yep.
Yeah.
We can finally bring back Bowser.
Because nobody can attack anymore.
Pretty much.
Toro, teach me about more dumb internet stuff.
Aww.
Oh, it's okay to forget that there's a game going on, especially if there's a fight that's taking an hour to get through. The game is just white noise now. Welcome to our podcast. We need
At least it's good music.
I think I have mentioned Lemuria already at some point. Do you remember Lemuria, Sean?
You'll have to remind me.
The arch nemesis of the people from Atlantis.
Nope.
It's great. There's a last podcast episode about them. And at the very end of the episode, Henry just says, okay, to sum it all up, it's total bullshit, man. It's total bullshit. But we need to stretch it to 90 minutes so people don't get disappointed from Patreon.
That's just conspiracy theories general. God damn it.
I mean, most conspiracy theorists just hide themselves behind the thing. I'm just asking questions, and asking questions is a smart thing to do. Yes, it is a smart thing to ask questions, but sometimes it's a not so smart thing to ask really, really dumb questions. Like, what would the benefit be if the Earth was flat? Why would the government hide that from us? That the Earth was flat? Why is gravity bullshit? I don't get it. Because space rays.
Just get yourself some space crystals.
Crystals. Oh god. I started checking out the Twitter of Spirit Science, and I was upset.
Tell us what you saw.
The really dangerous thing of people, like, he's giving advice to people who are suffering from serious illnesses to, yeah, just meditate. Just use those crystals. No, go to the fucking doctor!
The doctor of your inner eye.
I really want Internet Comment Etiquette's book on the guide on bouncing on your boy's third eye. I really want that book. I think he published a reprint of it at some point. Oh, flat Earth people don't believe in outer space, Martha. How can they believe in aliens? Because according to flat Earth people, we live in a giant dome. Aliens are actually angels. Don't do this to me!
Okay, the red one still has FP. But I think that's it.
Oh, you're confusing flat Earth people with geocentrist people. And geocentrism is... Oh my god, geocentrism. You know what it is, right?
Oh, yeah.
The other day I saw a map of our solar system according to geocentrists.
How accurate was it?
It almost listed all the planets. I can tell you that much. Let me check if I can find it again. Alright, I found it. So Earth in the middle, and the first outer ring is the Moon, followed by Mercury, followed by Venus, followed by the fucking Sun, followed by Mars, followed by Jupiter, followed by Saturn, and Neptune and Uranus don't exist. Because you can't see them with your eyes. Oh. Martha says, can we talk about how creationists believe in dragons, and that the dinosaurs were actually dragons that died on the Great Flood because they had no slot on Noah's Ark?
I love creationists. Very classic.
My counter-argument is giraffes. Elephants. Oh my god. I'm just waiting for somebody to throw a nail into water and declare that boats aren't real. Because steel can't swim.
You've got a point.
No. No,
tell us more about fake boats.
You mean rocks? As someone who's never been on a boat, I can
we did
confirm
it.
that
It's
they
over. Oh, it's
Oh,
almost
oh.
over. Fuck.
How did... And before it just revives the boss. Oh no, you only deal 1 damage. Oh no. Okay. I'm relieved.
And we get the Final Fantasy battle music. Or victory music, rather. And we actually do get 244 EXP.
Oh, that's neat. How many level ups are there? All
Maybe one.
Oh my god, I'm busy. The Master General kills the entire party in one swoop. Ah. Then check on that sweet, sweet shrine again.
And we get Prelude.
Yay.
And if you could look up the stats on the Quartz Charm, because it doesn't tell us, but it's pretty nuts.
Of course.
And
it's
the
an
wall's
accessory?
not... And the door's not there anymore.
The Quartz Charm. It doesn't have fixed stat increases, it just says it prevents instant death and increases offense and defense by 50%. So if you give this...
Yep, we're giving it to Mario.
I would have said Peach. She's completely invulnerable.
The risk of getting insta-killed with solo, that doesn't really matter.
Is she immune to instant death skills?
She kind of is. I only know of one that could potentially do it, but... Alright, so that was what, like 30 minutes?
Yeah, probably.
So if we go in here, we could fight Jinx again, and that's about maybe half the length, but we won't bother. It'll just pretty much be the same fight, but the moves are a lot cooler and harder to dodge. And it's a lot faster, but like I said, won't bother. We know who will win. Alright. We get to play the game. Yay!
Random YouTuber says, kill him again.
And reset.
Whoops, stumbled across the power cable.
Alright, now we get to see the royal bus.
Don't even get me started again. I was just thinking about, not you, Sean, I'm talking about Tor. He says, game theory, is Peach immortal? I'm gonna do this to myself. Game theory. And check out the 11 million subscribers. Holy. Okay. One day ago, he made a video of the $1.7 million lie. I don't know what that is about. I don't want to know. Game theory. We were totally wrong! What Bendy's ending really meant. Bendy and the Ink Machine. And 2 weeks ago we already had this game theory, could tails really fly. Go fuck yourself, Matt Pat! I hate you!
And we're finally back at the castle.
Oh, what video game have people been talking about lately quite a lot? Game theory! Resident Evil zombie outbreak is closer than you think! Fuck! Game theory, Mario Odyssey's big lie! Power moons have no power! God damn it, it's a... Oh my god! I'm so upset. I'm so... Oh... Jesus. Game theory, Mewtwo's secret human clone. Game theory, and this one riles me up. Patscop, the music, and the madman. I will just... Can I send him a message? Can I PM him somehow? There was a thing I want to tell him to go fucking kill himself. I hate you, man. Can I send you a message about section? For business inquiries? No. Yes, I want business with your fucking face! Oh my god.
So yeah, basically most of the enemies in the starting section are just color swaps of earlier enemies and they have stronger attacks.
I like how you can just calmly go back to the game and I just can't. Oh, Mate. Game theorists are... game theory is the reason Petscop has over 1 million views on their first video together with Pyro Cynical. And only on the first video, because the attention span of the usual viewer of that show is like 3.5 minutes.
And a fun thing here is if you have Bowser in your party, he'll kind of just scare off some of the weaker enemies because it's his castle and he's pissed. Which I thought was a really nice touch.
Okay. Mata says, I like how Julian is ranting about anything on the internet but Bleep casually talks about the actual game. Ooh.
It's our gimmick.
I will just look at some, say something nice I can look up on YouTube. To calm my nerves.
The film theorists. Just kidding, it's still Matt Pat.
It is?
Yep. He has a film theory channel.
That's a thing that exists?
Yep.
I did not know!
He has a whole theory network.
He does? Oh my god, he does! Oh my god.
Do you feel better yet? Are you still alive?
No, I'm dead on the inside. Oh my... Okay, I will... Okay. Deep breath. Like, first thing I'm gonna do is block this channel. Because I never want to see anything of it on my timeline.
Alright, and we can actually just sell our shiny stone even though we don't get anything for it. We don't need it for anything anymore. And I think we are good otherwise. So yeah, Krako can sell this stuff now. Alright, so now it's time for this place's gimmick. There are 6 doors, and each of them has a different sort of challenge, and it's kind of randomized, so the first person to pick a number between 1 and 6 will go on that door first.
Film theory! Venom is the victim! I'm upset! Oh no. Oh no.
3 it is.
Why is he so popular? How? How is that possible? No.
Alright, we get to fight a bunch of monsters.
Please just reply to me with the answer, because 14-year-olds exist. Oh god, now... Oh man. Because I visited those 2 channels, I immediately get in my recommended list. Did You Know Gaming? And Did You Know Gaming? I liked Did You Know Gaming in the beginning, because it was some obscure facts about some video games, but... Don't like it so much anymore.
They're still alright.
I like the fake Did You Know gaming pictures though.
I miss those.
They're really great. There's a Twitter account dedicated to it, but I think they haven't posted since 2015 or something like that.
Yeah.
Last night I was talking to my Korean friend about abortion in Korea, but because of his limited English, he didn't use the word abortion. He said, delete the baby.
Amazing.
Oh, great. Date. So what do you do? Me? I write fake dialogue for you, a faceless, nameless character I created to pretend like I go on a lot of dates for various internet shows. Date. That's really hard. Kiss me on the lips. Great. I'm just reading out tweets because that makes me happy. While I'm getting passive-aggressive emails from the Duolingo owl on the side. Did you ever use Duolingo?
I did not.
It's pretty great. Unless you want to actually... It's the language learning software thing. With the green owl.
I have never seen that.
It's great unless you want to learn grammar. Whew. Okay. A girl from our Discord server says, bloody hell, that battle music is awful. Oh my god, it's so annoying, I can't watch anymore. I do not want that playing over and over in my head. Absolute torture. The other day I got the Wii Shop music stuck in her head for the entire day and she ranted at me for it.
Amazing.
Dun, 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 dun.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I missed that.
The Wii had such a nice layout in general.
It was pretty cute, yeah. Wait. Deepest says, still not as good as bleep tricking that one girl into thinking blowjobs are lethal? What did I miss?
I told a girl that blowjobs are actually when you blow into a penis and that can actually kill someone. And she bought into it for a little while.
How old was she?
Like 17.
Oh man. Paul says I want somebody to blow into my penis, killing me instantly. Great! What have you done? That's okay, Julia. No more blowjobs. Thanks! Sean.
So yeah, this is one of 2 possible battle rooms you can get, and they're the longest, so it's best to avoid them, but... So if you don't like this, you can blame Deep.
Okay. Ah. Alright. I'm ready to be upset again. Oh, there's... We have a friend on our Discord channel. And Nothing personal, Martin, but you're a tool. Okay. The thing about him is, he's really, 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 really in love with Final Fantasy XIV, and his eyes, Square Enix, no matter what shit they do, they can't do any wrong, and he has this mindset for basically every company, and I think that's a really, really bad mindset to have about companies in general, because companies never want the best for the customer, they always want the customer's money. As much as I like Nintendo, they still just want my money. They don't want me to feel good. Me feeling good is giving them money, that's the point. So, there's another big YouTuber in the Final Fantasy XIV scene, and he's called Mr. Happy 1227, and he's basically the go-to guy if you want to learn how specific fights are done. And because he clears them usually in the first week, so he can report how it's done. But he's an absolute dickhead. In his usual videos, he's fine, he's okay, but in his stream, he's always having this get good mentality about it, and tells everyone else they're shit, even though I'm outperforming him in every single fight in the tier so far. And we're playing the same job, so I'm just better than him in that regard. But he also is selling clears of fights in the game for real money.
How do you do that?
Oh, he doesn't do it, he's organizing it, and that's even worse. He's part of the biggest, of one of the big raid guilds in North America. And they have a huge following, they have their own website, and they basically have a black market on which they sell clears for real money, and it's really disgusting.
Amazing.
And Martin defended him at first until I told him what he does, and then he was upset. Like one of his heroes finally fallen. So, speaking Final Fantasy, Sean, what is the issue with the current Final Fantasy? Why is it bad?
Unfinished.
Why is it not good?
This is clearly unfinished.
I don't really... I don't mean yet Final Fantasy 15 especially Final Fantasy 15, I mean Final Fantasy in general. Because the last couple of years Final Fantasy just went downhill. 13 was shit. The entire 13 saga was shit. 14 started out as being shit. And 15 also started out as being shit. But why? Let's elaborate.
Because they're Square Enix now. Probably.
I think it's because in every installment of Final Fantasy they introduced something new. Like the first Final Fantasy game was basic JRPG. The second Final Fantasy game introduced the weapon leveling and skill leveling, etc. The third Final Fantasy introduced jobs. The fourth Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy 1 with a little less freedom because you had pre-written characters. Well, you already had pre-written characters in 2. Anyway, what I want to get at is, I think if you compare it to the what's it called? Dragon Quest series, for example. The Dragon Quest series basically has never changed. It has always stayed the same. And Final Fantasy, on the other hand, I think nowadays it lacks identity, and it doesn't know what it wants to be.
They're usually pretty good at innovation. Like, they've definitely fucked up a few times, like with 8 and 13. But they, other than that, they do have a pretty good track record of innovation. I just think they don't get as much quality control and production value anymore, just because they're a giant company now and they have some other more popular franchises to worry about. Because I mean, like, Square Enix is touching like Tomb Raider and Deus Ex and all that stuff now. They're not just RPGs anymore.
Yeah. So why did they decide to kill Deus Ex? Because milking the cow until it falls over.
Pretty much. Like, if they announced a sports game, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Hey, look, it's Japanese EA.
That's probably Bamco.
Is Square Enix even from Japan?
Squaresoft? Yeah. Square and Enix are Japanese.
Alright. I just saw. I don't know about Bandai Namco. What do they do aside from the Tales series? They did Pac-Man. Right? They did the Pac-Man remake.
They do. Just tons of stuff now. And most of it involves copious amounts of DLC.
Nice.
And at the end of each of these battle sections, we get to fight another gimmick, or mimic, but they're not that bad.
Alright.
Hopefully we don't get the second one. But, so... We're gonna be done with this fight soon, so... First person in the chat who says a number between 1 and 6 that isn't 3 will go to that one next.
We still don't have a reply to that.
To what?
To a number between 1 and 6 that is not 3.
They have time.
4. Millie is the winner.
4 it is. If it's another battle room, you're banned. Some of the rooms are actually pretty fun little puzzles, so I'm hoping to get one of those. There we go.
Yeah, Marta said 4 earlier, but got beaten to it. That was before I started paying attention to the chat. Was probably during my rambling.
And the plus side of all that is at least we got Bowser's best weapon.
Yay.
His attack is at 173 now, so that's pretty great.
What's Mario's attack?
Let's see. Oops. 218, but that might be doubled. I don't know if the Quartz Charm actually calculates it or not. Alright, so 4.
Well, 50% doesn't double.
Fuck! Well, grab a drink.
Alright, time to ban Millie.
And yeah, there's no escaping these, so we're stuck here.
Alright, time for another topic. What do you want to come back from Spelunky? Like, what items would you like to see again? What items would you like to see removed? Any mechanics you're looking forward to?
Overall, I hope it's like the same game, but just more. Like, more in different items, more in different enemies and areas. I hope they don't touch much. But there's definitely stuff they can remove, like, the web gun and the knife. And they can probably do more to have, like, some sort of passive effect. Like, maybe some sort of armor, or some sort of speed up, or something like that. Would be kind of cool.
You might hate me for saying it, but I would like them to remove the shotgun.
It is pretty overpowered.
Exactly.
But I mean, getting it's kind of a bitch too, so... And it
well, sometimes you can just buy it, or you get the shopkeep.
If you do manage to get it without angering a shopkeeper, I mean, that's pretty much at least a regular one right there, guaranteed, unless you really mess up. So, some sort of balance would be nice. I don't think there's enough of a balance with it. Like, maybe if it had the kick back up the alien laser or something. Or if it had a slower fire rate.
What was that one guy's name again who got all the records in Spelunky? Bananasaurus?
Bananasaurus, yeah, something like that.
When he did his, I think, 3 million gold run, something like that, I was disappointed because he used seeding and he seeded something invalid into the game because on the very first floor a chest spawned the alien blaster. And can that even happen?
Yes, it can come from crates actually.
Yeah, a crate. Right. It can come from crates?
Yep. It's just like incredibly low. Like I've seen it happen in other people's streams, but with my 200 hours I haven't seen it, and I assume you haven't either.
No, I haven't, and I played it a ton as well. Like, I think I don't have that many hours on PC, because I mostly played it on the Vita. Because Spelunky to Go is great. And I should have at least 150 hours on the Vita.
Also, apparently aliens can come from pots.
That I have seen.
I haven't seen it in person outside of Roselunky. So that's ultra rare too.
It could be that I'm mixing it up with one of our Roselunky plays.
Alien blasters can also just be buried in the, like, cave area.
That's insane.
But
Spelunky,
again,
I only have 26 hours of Spelunky on PC.
I hate the no gold run. I hope it dies forever.
Did you get all the achievements by now?
Oh yeah, years ago.
I remember watching you struggle with the no gold achievement.
It's so bad.
Always trying for like an hour or two. And then crying probably.
Only a little. It's just not made for it.
I got all of them except the no gold run, because at some point I just know it's so not worth it. It's just not a fun way to play the game.
Nope, it's the worst.
Guess what? It will be back as an achievement.
I mean, they could at least make it so that if you spend it, that it doesn't count, but...
But there's some randomness to the encounters you can have, and sometimes gold is just flung into your face from off screen, and it's not fun at all.
Yep. Like, Spelunky is pretty well balanced with the random stuff that can screw you over, because, especially since the most recent update, it's pretty rare. Oh, Peach is dead. That was one of the instant death attacks that can actually kill you.
God is dead!
Yep. So there it is, proof that we can actually die.
Oh my god, I don't even have the City of Gold achievement on Steam.
Really?
Uh-huh. I also don't have the 1000 play 1000 times achievement on Steam. I have them on the Vita, I know that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the Hell Run on Steam. Oh my god! I'm upset. Not even the fight. Not even big money.
We still need to stream some co-op at some point.
I also still haven't rescued all of the characters. I'm so sad right now.
Are you sure that you don't have a different save file? Because the old builds of Frozlunky require you to have a specific save file.
I mean, it wouldn't remove my Steam achievements, would it?
Oh, no. I thought you were just looking at it from the game.
No, I don't have the game open. But as I said, I only played it on the PC for 26 hours because I usually played it in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Spelunky. Oh my god, they have to bring Spelunky 2 to the Switch, right?
I hope so.
It would fit on it so well. It needs to be on a portable system.
Have they confirmed online multiplayer?
Yes, it's in the trailer. I think. Let me check. Spelunky 2. Yes, confirmed online multiplayer.
Perfect.
And yes.
Oh, one thing I do hope they add is I hope they make some even more obscure run to do. Like La Mulana level obscure.
Like Hell Temple obscure.
Pretty much. That would be pretty fun.
Oh, I need to get a... I need to play La Mulana 1 again to get a Hell Temple save ready. Because I really want to play through Hell Temple again. I'm itching to play.
Why?
Because Hell Temple is really fun. Like, it's a really good challenge when you know the secrets behind it. It's something that probably never gets easy.
Funny enough, I think the very last stretch is probably the easiest part of it. Like the last couple rooms and the boss.
But only because the last couple rooms are purely battle, I guess. And battling isn't that hard. Fighting enemies is comparatively easy. With everything you've just been through in Hell Temple. I still don't really know how people figured out a Hell Temple, because it was already in the original. And when did the original La Mulana release? I think it was around 2007? ...2005. And I don't know how much data mining people did back then, because unlocking Hell Temple is really, really obscure. It was even more obscure in the first one, in the original.
I feel like I accidentally did most of it. Like, I think you gave me a hint about the portrait that I had to... Or the lava thing. One of the two.
I don't think you did the lava thing, because nobody does the lava thing. The lava thing is...
Yeah, you must have given me a hint about that part then.
Yeah, it's awful. Like, first you need to find Dracula, and finding him is okay. It's okay. I think you actually found... you told me that you found him during regular gameplay, but he didn't talk to you. Something like that, because you haven't finished the game yet, or
that sounds familiar.
Played up to Mother.
Tor says to do door number 1, and that was the last battle door, so we just get to do fun stuff now, like this.
Yay!
Basically, these are little mini puzzle rooms, and each room has a gimmick.
When do you see the floor? When you jump, or...?
When I jump, yes.
Okay.
Or when one of the enemies jumps, but they stop after a while. And these sections are also great because you get really good items from them, so if we can easily access a chest, we might as well go for it.
I don't specifically remember how the lava puzzle functions in the remake of La Mulana, but in the original you had to go down the lava pit for 12 rooms, I think, and then up 4 and 1 down again.
Up 4?
Yes, yeah.
What is that shit?
Yeah, just swim up 4 rooms. And I think in the remake it's go down 7 and hit the ball on the right. And whenever you fucked up the counting, like you went down, let's say 13, it just loops back to the beginning and you reset. Or you go down 12 and then go up 5 instead of 4, also resets to the beginning. But you don't know that until you start whipping that wall. Oh look, it's the Donkey Kong one.
Yep. It's cute. Oops.
Diddle-dee-doo, diddle-dee-doo. Do-do-do-do.
You're actually safe right under the platforms.
Is there actually a safe spot in the original Donkey Kong?
Oh no.
In the second level there is.
Ah!
No. Oh god.
You're safe in most of the second level.
Oh. I suck at Donkey Kong.
It's mostly platforming.
I thought about playing a little bit of Donkey Kong the other day because Nintendo Online Service gives you that. So I played it a bit, and I thought Donkey Kong isn't that hard, but I was remembering... I was remembering Donkey Kong for the Game Boy, which is a really great game. But it gives you a much greater toolkit to deal with everything that is thrown at you, and Mario doesn't die when he falls down 1 centimeter.
Alright, chat, 2, 5, or 6. And while you're deciding that, I'm going to double check that this is in fact Peach's best weapon. Yep, the frying pan is Peach's best weapon. 2 it is.
Tor says La Mulana 2 Coco commentary.
I do want to do that at some point.
How much does Doki know about La Mulana 2?
Who?
Doki.
Oh. Not much. It's not really his kind of game.
Yeah, I thought so. One day he will be back and the channel's name will make sense again.
Oh, shoot. That's fine. I don't think that item's even worth it, so continuing. So I think this is the last room one of these we have to do. I think you just have to do 4 of the 6. And for this one, you just have to push the button in the opposite direction. and not get blown up. This room is slow and dumb, but it's fine.
Tool says the Chuckle House will never make sense to me. And I say the what? What's the Chuckle House? Go explain it, please. Ah, the current name of the general channel. Okay.
Oh.
I only scroll through it every now and then.
So yeah, we could go for most of those chests, but that room takes such a long time, it's not really worth it. And yep, that's it. We can continue with the castle.
Thor says he can make up law for it on the spot if we want him to, so please, go ahead. Is that the law?
I'm pretty sure we made most of the general names in like a single night, just picking random stuff. None of them have meaning.
Oh, you were just talking about the name of the channel. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the channel in general. Because it doesn't make much sense to me. Like, I know its existence, but I'm so out of touch with everyone on the general channel. Because so many people, hello, Launchalat. I'm just a little lost. Please rename your YouTube channel into Bulldozer821.
I should. What if he's incredibly famous now?
That will go down in the history books.
So yeah, the only gimmick with this fight is that he'll occasionally summon a monster that you'll actually have to kill before going back to fighting him, but he has such low defense that you can usually kill him off in a turn or two.
Mm.
And now he's our best friend.
Yeah. You do know Deceased Grab, right?
Yep. So yeah, now if we talk to him, we can just get a full heal. And he also gave us a chest, which is just literally unlimited coins. The only catch is it gives you one coin at a time, so if you want to max out your coin count, you can, but it takes forever. And we're already maxed out, so...
Deceased Crab, for people who don't know him, he's one of the very, very early Let's Players on YouTube. Like the first generation of Let's Players. And he was known for playing obscure games, and one of the games was Lana, the original one. And he played it, and he played the remake, and then he started playing 2. But he changed over the course of time, and he got more cynical, he got more... sad. He just got more sad. He couldn't even finish La Mulana 2 because he's stuck at a point in the game he just disagrees with in the design.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just doesn't want to play anymore.
I remember seeing something about that.
From Deceased Grab or in general?
From Deceased Crab. I remember him being critical of the game.
Uh-huh. But he's been critical about everything. He's also been critical about Breath of the Wild quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the stealth section. And he stopped playing because of the stealth section.
It is a pretty bad stealth section.
It is. But, I mean, he made it through Hell Temple and he didn't give up off of the big fuck you fist.
Yeah, it seems weird that he would just kind of drop a game like that.
Yeah. And I know what part he is stuck on. Because I was stuck on this for quite some time too, and Marta watched me suffer through it. But I think I had the benefit of playing and finishing it in the first week.
Mm-hmm.
So there wasn't a lot of information out there, and some of the puzzle solving was basically community effort.
Magic, really.
And it was really great.
Mm-hmm.
If I hadn't decided to jump in on the different discussions on Steam forums and stuff like that, like I had a lot of Steam forum threads up, and I helped out a couple people here and there, and we compared our solutions to different puzzles, etc. And it was really, really great. But if I hadn't done that, I don't think I would have been able to finish the game. In that amount of time, at least. And eventually I would have tried different things, but I am at a point in my life where I don't have that time to spare. Like, just can't throw it around. So that was a really great experience.
Alright, so previously I said that at some point we would be using Geno, and that time is now.
Because of gimmick?
Yep.
Right.
Fortunately, we have his best armor and weapon that we've collected in the meantime, so he should be able to handle the fight just fine. Yeah, that whole, like, first month was the part I was looking forward to most about La Mulana, just because people would have to rely on each other. I wish I hadn't stopped, but oh well.
Well, I will be your community effort.
Yes.
Because I forgot a lot about the game again.
We'll get it live.
Yay!
A cool thing I don't think I've mentioned yet is, everyone shares the experience. I think I've actually mentioned that, but also the people who are in your party get the same experience, so everyone stays pretty much on par if you get weaponry and armor and stuff like that. Which is nice.
Okay, to quote Deceased Crab, 70 days of an easy softlock, 90% of the way through a game. Should I even bother finishing the video series when they fix it? Can I manage to suppress my outrage enough to complete it without marring the videos? How badly do all of you want closure on this? I don't want to do it. Well, and that's the point. Seascrap doesn't want to make videos anymore, so why does he still do it?
So yeah, that was another attack. I don't think it's instant kill, but it takes you down to 1 HP if you block it.
Sorry for taking the conversation away again. Tell me more about the boss.
That's it. Those are his only gimmicks. The only other one is that he'll, on top of making his defense stronger, he'll make his attack stronger as well at some point. But it's not a big deal. It's already over. But coming up is what we'll be using Geno for.
I won't fall in battle. Yeah, YouTube just scrapped itself.
Perfect.
And Marta says, maybe, no, like she messaged me privately, maybe it's me, but stream was poopy a few seconds ago. And Tor says, please repeat it, YouTube just crapped itself. I had to refresh as well.
So
but
it's back?
working now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. The boss was basically nothing. He can raise his own stats. But that's about it for him. And he has the nearly instant kill move. But Mario basically just thrashed through him, so it wasn't a big deal.
So I don't remember what boss is coming up, but I guess you're going to abuse Geno Whirl?
Yep. Hopefully I can make it work, because like I said previously, it's a pretty precise exploit.
Hmm.
But we'll see.
Super Mario.
And here he is, Exor the Sword. And one of his gimmicks is that he has 2 eyes, and as long as one of them is active, then you can't hit his head, which is the main part you actually have to kill. So first we have to take out any one of his eyes. Oh, he got muted, so we'll have to take care of that first too. And they have Water Blast, which sucks.
1 damage on Peach.
And there's Dark Star again, which will probably kill someone. Oh, he just hit Peach. Doesn't matter.
Tor says, please, why aren't you doing Mario jump attack?
Because Peach owns all the FP now. Oh, damn. Alright. So as long as we get... Yep, we're good. So if I can do this right... Got him! Fight over.
What?
So yeah, if you do a timed attack on Geno Whirl, they forgot to like remove the... Geno Whirl normally takes off a ton of HP on regular enemies, but they forgot to add that attribute to Exor, so it still works on them if you do it super precisely. You basically have to do it on like within a couple of frames after, right after the whirl leaves the screen.
Yeah, the thing about the timed hit on Geno Whirl is it always deals 9,999 damage to minor enemies.
Uh-huh.
And that part of the boss is considered a minor enemy. I think they left it in on purpose. Maybe it's a gimmick?
Alright, so this is the last area. Normally that fight's a pain because he gets 4 turns, and you always have to keep an eye out. So, Geno Whirl helps a lot.
It definitely does.
Yikes, said Bowser.
Cretans? That's a big word for you. I'm so sly. So good. So good.
Alright, and goodbye, Geno. Right, now we're back to normal party. And now I'm gonna call it take 5, so everyone can take a bathroom break, get a snack, and then we'll come back to the last little section of the game. And we're back.
Hello.
Alright, so like I said, this is the last section, and you may have noticed that the last part was a bit of a boss gauntlet, and this part's no different. So if you like the boss music and really cool gimmicky bosses, then this will be your favorite place, because it has a lot of those. Also good music.
Sounds like the things I enjoy in RPGs.
It's probably the most Chrono Triggery section.
I like Chrono Trigger.
And as you can see, we're matched levels with my previous file. So we did it. Thanks, EXP doubling. I meant to look this up earlier. Can the item that doubles your EXP be stacked?
Wait. Let me find out. Can you have multiple even?
I think you can buy multiple ones. As far as I know, you can just go back and buy more. Unless you just can't. My cat is playing with the flap of the printer right now, so if you hear weird banging, that's it. Okay, go. She did not go. And this would be Mario's ultimate weapon if he didn't have the lazy shell. But we have it.
No, you can only get one.
Aw. Don't jump on my hand. Alright, here's the first boss. Time to open my gamer drink.
Also, from the EXP booster, only the person who's holding it is getting the EXP boost.
Everyone shares the XP, so that should be a thing.
Ah, wait, really?
And that's the other move that can actually kill Peach, and it did. So yeah, the gimmick with this boss is that it'll randomly change times, and depending on the time, it'll have a different attack. And if you take out those bells, it has less attacks.
Time to recover! So, you never wanted to be on 3?
Mm-hmm. That will ruin your speedrun. This is apparently one of the speedrun killing bosses just because it's pure RNG.
Great! And they don't have an RNG manifold yet?
They do have some manipulations, but I don't know if they have any for this boss.
Time to go to the speedrun wiki. Oh my god. The current world record for the game, how much do you think?
It's somewhere around 3 hours, isn't it?
2:46.
Damn.
It's been set up 5 days ago.
Nice.
Then there's a low-level run. And I don't know how low level it is, but the record has been set 3 years ago and it's 8 hours 52 minutes. and second place is 11 hours 37 minutes. And there's a beat Chaotix category with 1 hour and 39 minutes.
The first speedrun of Mario RPG I ever watched was actually the one at GDQ this year.
It has been on GDQ a couple times already, right? Because I've seen... I haven't watched it this year, but I've seen Lack Attack play it, I think last year? Sometime. And I like Lack Attack. Like, I like his speedruns, I don't know what kind of person he is though.
Mm-hmm. I hate that there's like a 50% chance that any given speedrunner is actually a Nazi now.
Yeah. How the times have changed.
So yeah, now that his bells are gone, he's pretty much a pushover. As long as he doesn't heal.
Was asking, would Bowsette be even more powerful than Peach in this game? To be honest, Peach isn't really powerful. But the Lazy Shell is.
Bowsette is the Lazy Shell.
Game theory.
Theory.
A game theory! Thanks for watching! Speed running is weird.
Ooh.
Are there... like, the thing about speedrunning is, you either watch because you're interested in the game, or you're interested in the personality.
Mm-hmm.
And... back in the day, there were a couple of speedrunners I always watched no matter what game they're playing. For example, I always watch PJ runs because PJ is really, really fun. And other than that, I am following two speedrunners. One is Beauty, as I told you about her before, and the other one is Hidden Distance, who is a speedrunner of Lama Lama.
Mm-hmm. I basically only watch GDQ events.
Yeah, the thing is, Hidden Distance isn't streaming anymore since like 2014, something around that corner. And when he uploads something, it's something fun. And
so yeah, you may have noticed that these are actually the Axum Rangers, and they're being produced here. And if you touch one, you actually have to enter a random battle with an Axum Ranger. Usually a few of them.
That does not sound fun.
Nope, and we'll be seeing a few of those instances, actually. Those little amoeba blue mushroom dudes are actually really good to fight because they give a pretty good amount of experience and you can basically always kill them in a single hit. The only catch is they do multiply, but that's not a big deal.
Neat. Got a call. Tool says, ESA Winter 2019 starts this Monday, by the way.
I might actually watch it this year because I'm kind of in the mood for more speedrunning. I usually only watch GDQ events because I usually get burned out really fast on speedruns.
For me personally, it depends on the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the only game I've watched a lot of speedruns of were Lamulana and Spyro.
Mm-hmm.
And Crash. I think I watched a couple of Crash speedruns. And other than that, the only thing I do with speedrunning is watch Summoning Salt videos because they are really entertaining, I guess, and learning things about different games is always something I enjoy.
Oops. And here's the first
Uh-oh.
major boss. So we get to fight him again. Yay! And their stats are a bit different, so we unfortunately can't just wail on them.
Sean, what makes a good speed game?
The run itself either has to be super interesting with a lot of really intricate stuff, or it's gotta be a mix of that plus the actual speedrunner. Like, I think pretty much every speedrunner has potential to be good. It just depends on the runner.
Except for fighting games.
Yeah. People speedrun fighting games.
They, at least, I don't. What they call games where you just have to read draws and you fight your way through, like Double Dragon?
Beat 'em up.
Beat 'em up. People speedrun those. And at least fighting games that have a story, a story mode, are being a thing. If it's a game, people will speedrun it. Doesn't matter what it is. You probably can speedrun FIFA if you just go through story mode or season mode. Let's look it up. Speedruns.com and check on FIFA. Yes, they do speedrun FIFA. The fun thing is, it's one of the games that is completely ruled by Europeans.
Huh.
Yeah, right. Tool says auto scrolls are hard to speed games, and I think shmups in general then.
People do run those.
Yeah, but
it can be pretty impressive, actually. Just because
it can be impressive to watch.
You have to be all up in enemy hitboxes and stuff like that. Oops.
Like again, see people speedrun something like Space Invaders. Because you have to clean the entire screen before you can move on, right? So all your shots need to hit, but I can't really see people speedrun a Toho shmup.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, because people speedrun everything, but I don't think it is impressive to watch a speedrun of it, because it's already impressive to watch a lunatic run of it.
I mean, like, yeah, I think it's inherently impressive, but like not really the fact that it's a speedrun. Like, it's just cool to be able to watch someone be good at Toho. And yeah, most of the enemies in this area are actually just reskins of Booster Tower enemies, except there are a couple new ones, like that hippo thing we just fought.
They went out of money. And out of acid. I will be right back.
Okay. And here's the second or third major boss. He has the same gimmick, but he's a lot weaker. You might also notice that all the enemies are called machine-made and not their original names. This part's kind of tricky to not get into a battle in, but let's see if I can do it. It doesn't look that difficult, but because of the asymmetric view and the weird hitboxes on enemies, it's kind of tricky. But I got it, so it's fine. And that one we just have to go fast. And I think the next room is a boss. Well, the room after this, rather. I love that Peach can actually do damage now. It's usually not much, but it's better than 1. So yeah, we pretty much have to get into that one fight. And that's the only enemy in the game that does that. Once you kill him, he actually attacks.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
With a bowl of cereals.
Nice. You missed the only suicide attack in the game.
No, I saw it. I saw you talking about it. I just sat down that moment.
Oh, that's good. Alright, so the gimmick of this boss is one of these guys has high attack and one has high magic, and depending on which one you kill first, you'll have to deal with the other one amped up a little bit, so we're gonna take out the magic one first.
Right.
I hope everyone's appreciating Mario's stupid damage output right now. He's usually getting in the 400s and 600s.
That's great. I mean, barely a boss that's like above 2000 HP.
Mm-hmm. And we're already at phase 2.
Yeah, the lazy shot is all about it.
How long ago was my other Mario RPG stream?
Let me check. Wait, was it? Oh, that was years ago. Uh... 4 years ago.
Damn. Maybe another 4 years I'll do a lazy shellless run.
It will also take 4 years.
And we should be done here anytime now. I believe that leaving the attack guy gives him a lot more HP, but if we leave him with the magic guy, he'll have the sand attack, and that's really annoying to deal with every turn.
Should I look it up?
No, he'll be dead within the next minute, anyway.
It's was asking me what I should answer what cereal I'm having. And it's chocolate cookie stuff.
Chocolate cereal is the best cereal.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And here we are, the factory.
So, if you would have defeated the other guy first, he would have spawned Mad Adder, who uses Fear, Poison, Sleep, Mute, Sandstorm, Boulder, Storm, and Water Blast.
Yep, and all those most of those moves cause fear on the whole party, so best to avoid those. It would have made the battle take that much longer. And these are all the slightly stronger regular enemies, so No big deal. Here he is.
Is Toad joining the party?
Unfortunately not. But he's our shop, so it's fine. He has a lot of the best healing and magic items of the game, so he's handy to have here.
So you can stack up on items before the finale?
He has max mushrooms and maple syrups and pick-me-ups, so pretty much everything you could want. Froggy Drink is like Kira Coca-Cola, but it just does 30 HP for the whole party, and Freshen Up leaves all status effects for the whole party. We haven't really seen either of those yet, but we won't use them either, so it doesn't really matter. Next room. Will you say trans rights, Julian?
Uh-huh. Should I say trans, right?
Will you?
Sure, I guess. I'm enjoying cereals right now.
See, here's rock candy.
Not begrudgingly. God damn it, don't twist my words! I'm pretty sure I said I should say trans rights. Sure, I guess. God damn it. My political career is ruined.
You had your chance.
I'm a Nazi now. Because that's what people do who had their political career ruined. I definitely never said those words in one sentence, Paul.
I love PewDiePie. Oh, that was my last bomb. Oh well. These guys are just time consuming, so I usually build up a few bombs from the castle and dump them all on these guys.
I finished my cereals, but my mouth is full.
Peach is one-shotting things now. Aw.
Okay. Mouth is empty, mostly. Why is Peach so freaking overpowered now?
The frying pan is very good. I've also been upping her magic attack and defense.
But her magic attack got lowered from the shell, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. You can just kind of compensate by leveling her up.
Hooray, I guess.
Alright, second to last battle. This guy who we know, definitely. And this guy's basically the robot thing from the Axum Ranger ship. So he'll do a super powerful beam every few turns, so it's best to take him out first.
Oh wow, what did Marta say earlier? We got to kick the lowlifes out of our world? What? Is that a quote?
Quoting Marta.
He's so cute when he spits. Game theory, is not a Peach? Is Peach actually a nurse from Spain? That's just a theory.
And this guy's just basically a regular enemy with harder attacks, so he'll be dead in a second.
He also deals 0 damage to Peach. Nah, she just dealt 24 damage. She's alright.
Nice. And he's dead.
How could this happen to me? Game theory is Julian breaking the hearts of a million nerds on the internet who are in love with Peach. I don't know, Toll. That's just a theory. A game theory. Please kill. I really don't like it.
Alright, so if we jump at that switch, that'll be the last battle, so we'll save real fast and then we'll do it. Actually, let me double check my item situation first.
Alright, before we go into the final battle, I want a really quick summary of the plot. Like, really quick.
Alright, so at the beginning, Bowser kidnaps Peach, and they do their usual Mario vs. Koopa thing, but they get interrupted by a interdimensional sword monster thing. And they also kind of fuck up Star Road, which is the thing that grants people's wishes in this world, so... And Smithy just wants to build evil robots to take over the world, so he had to kill off Star Road and set up the sword, which is an interdimensional connection kind of a thing.
Okay.
So now we have to go kill him.
And now a different question. If Star Road fulfills the wishes of the people in this world, why is Peach still not married to Bowser yet? Or is the fulfilling wish part really selective?
You have to be rich.
Of course you do.
There we go.
Wait, Bowser has his own castle.
It's made of stone and it's in like a mountain in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Let's discuss Mushroom Kingdom economics.
Wait. We need the... Wait. I need you to put on this specific music for the robot boss that is coming up.
Speaking of which, this final boss theme is pretty great. One of the best tracks in the game.
I should listen to it and live with the echo.
First, we have to threaten him with the power of friendship.
I will just imagine that the final battle theme here begins with Sonic Boom. Why don't you give me your star? Weapons. I'll crush you all.
And here we go, the last battle. And it's pretty straightforward, we'll just be going straight for Smithy. We can attack this thing, which produces monsters randomly, but we won't bother. And he has a bunch of all new attacks, so we'll get to see a lot of that.
He's also a multi-phase boss fight. And most of the phases, most of his phases have 8,000 HP.
And I think you can make 2 of those things at a time, but like I said, we won't really bother going for them. They do have some pretty powerful attacks, but it's easier to just tank through it.
Right, as a short summary... Oh boy. This phase of the fight, he has 2000 HP. He uses different magical attacks and is immune to all status, but not immune to elements. How much damage is each taking?
Hardly anything. He does. His second phase has some attacks that can hurt Peach, but she'll be fine for this. And for some reason, there's always a lot of slowdown during this battle.
But there's so much going on right now. Huh. I don't know, Tor. I think you can deactivate it. Let me check if you can do it.
And that's his first phase.
Woo.
He said the heck word.
Wow.
We're falling into the Hollow Earth right now.
There was a guy who wanted to find a compromise between Hollow Earth and Flat Earth, and his idea was a cylindrical Earth because you get the best of both worlds. And he actually thought it was plausible.
Amazing.
Oh, he's so cute. Right, what are you focusing on?
The head. You can actually focus on his body, and that'll kind of stun him for a little bit, and he can't do some of his moves, but it's not really worth the time. So, again, we're just gonna tank it and go straight for his head.
Knock that crown off of him.
Smithiette. And his gimmick is this. He has a bunch of phases, and each phase does a, well, not really a phase, but a transformation, and each transformation can do any variety of things. This one just shoots powerful bullets at you, and it does have an instant kill attack, which is this. And it missed, fortunately, but...
Not only did it can't even hit Mario, right? Because he has the charm that prevents instant death.
And the bullets are normally pretty powerful too, so... This is one of the easier ones to deal with as long as no one gets insta-killed. But this is the one we really want to see. It has magic attacks, but it has almost no defense, so Mario can do like 300 to 600 off him. Unfortunately, it can do attacks that cause fear.
But it didn't fear anybody.
I think it got Bowser. Actually, no, it didn't. Yay.
He would shiver otherwise. Peach one. That's so ridiculous. Invulnerable healer.
And yeah, we got lucky and we got him twice in a row, so that's... by the time he's done with this, a few thousand HP off him already.
Mm-hmm.
$644.
Bowser's just taking the floor. You're getting pretty consistent on the timed hits.
Yeah, I have to get used to it with the delay, but I eventually get there.
Every spell you can do has a timed hit, and if you hit that timed hit, it has a special effect.
Mm-hmm.
The timed hit on the revive skill also heals the HP to full. Oh, this is the one that actually can hurt Peach.
Mm-hmm, but it hit Bowser. But oh well. And this one sucks. We don't want to see this one, it has a lot of defense.
Mm-hmm.
On the plus side, I don't think he can really do much of anything.
He can heal himself.
Oh, that's right. Don't want that either.
But he's very vulnerable to ice.
Unfortunately, I have no ice spells. And while we're kind of doing this, I'm gonna use a safety maple syrup.
Ching ching.
Ooh. I think he only did that to his body, so we're not even aiming for that. There we go. Aw. Alright, and this one's a weird one.
This one is... yeah.
It does status effects, basically, to the whole party.
Mm-hmm.
But because we have Peach, it doesn't really matter that much.
He is also super vulnerable to fire.
And now he's gone.
And was...
So yeah, I think we saw all the faces already, so just a matter of getting the good ones and taking them down. That mailbox-looking one is actually pretty rare to see.
It's the chest. It's a mimic.
Oh, is that what it's supposed to be?
It's a mimic hat.
Aw. Oh, I see it now. I always thought it was a mailbox for some reason.
I just destroyed your childhood.
I always really like the special effect on that. Chest attacks. Come on, scarecrow looking thing. Aw.
Tor says Julian Shapiro destroys Blue's childhood. Shapiro, that name's Ben Shapiro is his name, right?
Yep.
And he is part of the Infowars sprout.
More or
He's
less.
the British what?
He's not British now. He's very American.
Oh, yes. Then the Infowars people also have a British bot that just utters some nonsense as well.
That's Paul Joseph Watson.
Bless you. I didn't understand the name at all. I mean, you... Yeah.
And we're not getting very lucky in getting that wizard form again. But oh well.
It could be worse.
It could be fighting Culex again.
Yes. I mean, he's taking reasonable damage still.
Mm-hmm. And really none of his attacks do that much. Aww.
For a second I thought you had him. Doesn't Mario have a fire attack?
He does.
You should try it on this form.
I might as well. Aw. Never mind.
I'm kind of interested in how much damage it does.
Well, now he's dead.
Never mind.
We'll be doing a couple more things after the ending stuff plays out. It'll be quick, but showing off the actual spells that I haven't been showing off so far will be one of them.
Okay.
And there it is, the last star.
Da, 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 da.
We did it.
Yay. Star Road is okay now.
I hope they didn't kill my bitrate.
No, Gino!
He's just a doll again.
Aww.
Don't worry, we'll see him again in Mario RPG 2.
Do we?
No.
Do we ever see Mario RPG 2?
No.
Would you even wish for a continuation of this?
I wouldn't mind. I mean, I don't know how much of this team still exists anymore, but...
They're all dead. And now Bowser no longer has a sword in his car. But it looked pretty metal.
Now we get a look into everyone's wishes being granted.
Prince Marlow.
You only see that clown car twice in the game, and once during like the intro cutscene.
Oh look, it's Meta Knight. Wait, was he a Yoshi? No, he's a crocodile.
Yeah. But he was accepted nonetheless. And this is Todovsky, we doesn't really do anything with him.
Oh. I will tour if you tell me how. I can do it right now.
There's Luigi.
He made an appearance after all.
I always thought this credits cutscene was really cool. There's a lot going on. And pretty much none of these sprites are ever used again in the game.
Wasted potential. Tor says, reminded at JRT8, I mean, who's watching all the credits?
Of course it does.
That's pretty great for Dark Souls games, because those credits take like 20 minutes.
I'm pretty sure they misspelled her name. Or that's just like another way to spell Yoko.
I really like the title Sound Engineer. Alright, do you think I can leave the post-credit stuff to you? Because I feel like I am falling off my chair slowly.
That's perfectly fine.
Alright. Let's watch it to the end before I leave you.
Yep. Fun fact, if we were to have gone back to that fireworks cellar and actually bought some fireworks, we would see extra fireworks at the very end.
Aww.
But I didn't bother.
That's still cute.
I forget if there's a limit. I know you can see quite a few different shapes if you get a bunch.
I'm just looking through my Switch and I'm seeing that the second most played game on it is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and that was only Martha in the 2 weeks she was here. Well, no, she was here for a month. And the only game with more hours is Dark Souls. It's 5 hours more.
Here's where we would get the extra fireworks.
Yay.
But because we didn't have any, we just got the mushroom.
How many extras can you get?
I think maybe 3 or 4.
That's neat.
But that's like 2,000 gold, so... Star Road is all patched up.
Literally.
We did it. And as it is for classic games, it pretty much just ends here. You have to manually reset the game, which we'll do right now. Oh. Fun fact, a lot of Super Nintendo games have a shortcut where you can press LR Start Select to reset it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and if you're getting off now, right?
Yeah, I'll need to go to bed.
Alright,
otherwise I won't be useful for commentary anymore.
Alright, well, thanks for joining me through all these videos.
Thanks for having me in all of these. And sorry if I kidnapped the conversation once too often, but...
Perfectly fine. Let's see, can we use it on these guys? No, we can't. Can we run from these? Yes.
Alright, enjoy your time.
Alright, see ya. Alright, I will be quickly showing off a couple things. So, the main thing I want to show off is the super secret item that you can get. There's only one of them, oh well. It is the sheep attack. To get this, you have to use a certain item 100 times after using another weird combination of items, I think 10 times or so. So getting this is a huge pain, but what it does is... apparently nothing, but it has a chance of turning all the enemies on the screen into sheep, and they instantly just go away. Next I will show off all the random spells that I've been neglecting to show. Let me find some weaker enemies. Actually, I guess this is my best bet over here. It shouldn't matter that much. Alright, so Bowser, I've shot off Terrorize before. Poison Gas is just that. It's all his attacks do damage plus status effects. No, but there is a glitch. The sheep attack doesn't work against bosses, but there is a glitch that'll actually show like the null text hello world. If you use it against the those factory worker guys, they don't have like a... I guess they didn't program something right. But if you use it against them, you get like a little hello world message. Now here's multiple enemies. Let's try to... after using another attack. So here's Crusher, it attacks a single enemy and just does a lot of damage. It kinda sucks. Let's try it again with now that we have multiple enemies. There we go. That's what normally happens, but it usually works on every enemy in the field, but I guess this guy's immune. Hey now. And this party is very similarly leveled and equipped as my last one, but we have a couple extra stuff that I won't really bother going into. And here's Bowser Crush, his last most powerful attack. This one's pure damage. It has decent output. Let's see if I can use it now that there's a bunch of them. If not, I'll probably just run. Aw. Truly woke. Actually, I can do this. Sleepy Time has pretty much the same animation. Mute is kind of boring, so I'll just skip straight to Psych Bomb. This is her only magic attack. The rest are just status effects and obviously healing. It does pretty good damage. And Mario's attacks are just versions of the Flame and Jump, but we saw the Fire Orb at the very beginning, and the only difference is for the stronger ones is its larger Fireball, so we'll show that off real fast. The Ultra attacks also attack a bunch of enemies, but these guys apparently are immune, so didn't do a whole lot. Let's just get rid of these guys. And like I said, for Mario, his attacks are exactly the same, so they're not really worth going into. And now I will bring in Mallow, because we haven't really seen him at all. Let me double check that I actually have FP to spare. I should use an item. So with Mallow, we only pretty much saw these, so I'll start with the cool one. It's basically just a version of Dark Star, it does a lot of damage. And here's Snowy. This is my favorite of Mallows. It looks cool. And finally, here's Shocker. That one does pretty good damage, but it also takes a lot of FP. And now let's bring in Gino. We've seen most of his as well. Double check my FP. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, so Geno Boost, this is a stat boost, it's really boring. Geno Whirl we saw, so let's look at Geno Blast, which is an all effect. It's pretty cool. And finally, Geno Flash, which is also an effect all attack. And that's pretty much it. That's Mario RPG. There's a couple things I didn't show off, like the Todovsky thing, and obviously I didn't get Mario's ultimate armor item thing, because that's the one that involves the super jumps. But yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to see in the game. Oh, I also didn't show off the casino very much because I never got the pass for it. But it's just a couple of kind of really boring mini-games, honestly. The only good part of it is that you can grind frog coins there pretty easily, which is useful if you want to get the super overkill items. And that's pretty much it. So thanks everyone for watching these 4 parts. And hopefully next stream I'll be bringing you all the 1000 Year Door Paper Mario. Thank you.